Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to be doing a product review on this high mileage engine conditioner and cleaning treatment by Rislone. We're going to go ahead and be putting this into a vehicle that has some noisy valves and lifters, and we're going to put it to the test and see if it really works. So let's go ahead and get started. You can pick this product up at any of your automotive type stores like AutoZone, Advanced Auto, things like that. I picked this particular one up at Walmart. It's specially formulated for vehicles with higher mileage, like over 75,000, which is what we're dealing with, and it claims that it cleans, restores, protects, quiets noisy lifters and valves, which is what we're using it for, reduces friction and wear, and it's a conditioner and a cleaner. You add it either at the time of an oil change or even in between. So we're going to go ahead and put it to the test and kind of give it a full review, see if it really does what it says. I've actually used it on several vehicles over the years and it worked, but this is the first time we're doing an actual product review of it. But basically what you do is at the time of an oil change or even just in between oil changes, you can add this treatment to any engine crankcase. It's specially formulated for high mileage treatment, and it will not void, as it says right there, the manufacturer's new vehicle warranty. So this is pretty safe, and it's good for removing sludge and harmful deposits, improving oil circulation for longer engine life, quiets the noisy lifters and valves, frees them from sticking rings, which is pretty much what we're dealing with now. We have some noisy lifters that we're going to use this to try to quiet down. Maintains normal oil viscosity at all engine operating temperatures and reduces friction and wear, especially at engine startup. So we went ahead and we filled up the oil on this vehicle. So let's go ahead and add this entire container and let's see if it does the job. You can hear the noisy lifters right now. Oil levels are good, so we're ready to add the Rislone additive and see how it works. Everything has been added in, and it already seems quieter as it is right now, but let's let it kind of work its way through. I'm going to give it a little bit of some acceleration, see how that sounds, but already it sounds quieter. Okay, so we went ahead and we added the engine treatment. Go ahead and let it cycle through. We're going to take the car for a spin, and then we'll come back and we'll see if the noisy lifters have quieted down as they claim that this treatment will do. So let's go ahead and take it for a spin. We'll be right back. While I'm driving here, it's definitely a lot quieter than it was before. You could hear a lot of the ticking on the inside of the car when I was driving. But we're going to go ahead and put a lot more miles on it before we actually come to a conclusion on this. But so far, so good. It's looking pretty decent. All right, we just got back from taking a little drive, and it does sound a lot better than it did before. Still hearing a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and drive this car for a few hundred miles or so before we recap this video to see how it actually works out once we put some time into it, and then we'll be back to give it a final conclusion. Driving here now, probably put about close to 150 miles on this vehicle since we went ahead and added that valve cleaner and conditioner by Rislone. It's a lot quieter, still hearing a little bit of the ticking noise coming from the valve lifters. Not as bad as it was before. We still have probably another couple hundred miles I want to drive on it before we actually conclude, but so far it's looking pretty good. Okay, so we've driven the vehicle now about 725 miles. Really let the Rislone engine treatment work its way through. It's a lot quieter than it was, but it did not solve the problem. You can still hear the clicking. But I'm going to go ahead and put a before and after so you can see how it was before we even put it in, and you can see the difference.
So as we just said, it's still there. So it didn't really do as good as we thought, but it did help quiet it down some.
Okay, well, this pretty much wraps up this product review on this Rislone engine treatment formula right here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably just going to give it a 5, because based on what they claim it can do with noisy lifters and all that stuff, I didn't really feel that it did that great of a job. As we did see in the before and after, it did quiet it. It did go down a little bit, but it didn't solve the problem, which is what I expected it to do based on what it says. Now, if you're using this just at the time of your oil changes, just to, for the sake of keeping your engine clean and keeping things good and healthy, I'd recommend it for that, which is how I've used it in the past. But if you're trying to deal with noisy valve lifters like I was here, I didn't think it really did the job that great. There's some other products out there that claim it that are rated better that I'm going to be checking out and doing reviews in the future. Please subscribe to this channel so you can keep in the loop with that progress and see which ones work best, or if at the end of the day we just need to replace it. But for now, we're going to try some of these first before we get to that point. I hope this video helped you out and was informative. I hope that I was able to pass along some good information to you. So please send me any questions, any comments. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.